What's up, guys? Today we were working on the new food plot we put in last year. We're going to work on getting that pH up so stuff will start growing right. Let's go. I have a soil test kit coming. I've ordered from the Whitetail Institute. That's just who I've used over the years. And once it gets here and I've got this all tilled under, I'm going to test the soil, send it off, get the recommendations. We're gonna get this thing cut up and get it all tilled down, try to get some of these low spots filled in, some of the high spots knocked down, just to make it a little smoother food plot. We are kind of transitioning to the buffalo system. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, it's you know, we're going to have a cover crop going forward on most of our food plots, so that instead of tilling the ground, we're actually going to just crimp that cover plot down and plant our seeds into that. So we're excited about that. We've got the no-till drill. So, but I wanted to jump on this spot. The main thing I want to do is get this thing leveled out and in good condition, find out where my soil is, and then get the lime in here. A lot of guys skip that step and just throw some lime out. We actually want to know and try to get that pH right there at that 6.5, 7 mark where it needs to be. And man, if you do that on a food plot, it's got such a better chance to do well. So gonna jump on the tractor and start getting this thing tilled in. By breaking this up, what this allowed me to do is to come in with agricultural lime and spread it over the whole thing and then till that right in. And that was the point of tilling. Also, I had some holes and some high spots and low spots. And if you'll notice it, when you hit it 3 or 4 times with a tiller, it pretty smooths it out pretty nice. And that was what the goal was today. A good 3 hours on the tiller today, but that's what it takes if you want to get that food plot in good shape. But so waiting on that soil test kit to get here. As soon as it gets here, we'll test this soil. Going to see how much lime I need here to get my pH where I need it to be. What's up, guys? Today we're doing soil tests on our food plots. We're going to start here at Chris's place. He's got 2 locations, and then we're going to go to mine. Let's get it done. All right, guys, so the tools for today, Whitetail Institute soil test kit, just what we use. You can get these anywhere. You can buy them online, whatever, but this is what I've always used. And just a tool to get a core. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through, this is Chris's low plot. We're gonna go through this plot, about 10 different spots through here, take all the contents, mix it in a bucket, and then they send you a little bag in here that you're going to actually ship back. Fill that up to the line and ship back, and then we'll move to his top plot. We'll do that right now. All right, guys, so if you think about it, we're on the way to the other food plot up top. You can see behind me here, he came in here and cleared this pocket. So what do we christen? A full year?
Yeah.
Yep, got a full year on it. Guys, if you can see all that, look at all the green that's in there. This used to just be standing timber. You could see all the way across the top of this ridge. He's made a cool pocket in here. So definitely a tip, if you will, on.
Yeah, this is just kind of a trial deal to see what happens. And
Yeah, so you're expanding next year.
Yeah, next winter I'm gonna go up the hill some more. So.
Sweet, man. That's awesome there. All right, guys, now we're up here at the big plot. Man, this thing looks awesome. He come in here, tilled this up. What, Chris, hit it with a land plane, right?
Yeah, land plane.
Land plane, and got this thing. I don't know if you can see that, guys. This thing is flattened out. It's like a golf course out here. I kind of jokingly told him before, he's mulched around his trees, he's cleaned out. It's like, anytime we kill a deer, we need to come here with our photo op, because this thing's gonna be all green. And then, everything's manicured, so it looks awesome. So gonna do a bunch of coil samples here for the soil test right now. All right, guys, so we got that done. Got the soil test done here at Chris's. We're gonna jump in the truck and head to my place. And we're gonna work on that new plot we started last year. So let's take a look. All right, guys, so we got our soil sample done. We'll mix that all together, get that sent off, see what it tells us. If we can get that pH really good in here, this plot's gonna do great. We'll find out what my food plot needs at this point. Same with Chris's, we'll find out what he needs. So that's the next step. All right, guys, so the results are in from the soil test, kind of what we figured. I'm about 5.2 is what my pH is on that back 1 acre food plot. So obviously things are going to struggle to grow in that kind of acidic ground. So I have to get lime and get lime out. Their recommendation is 5,000 pounds of agricultural lime per acre. Well, I've got about an acre food plot. So the nice thing is you can take that. I'm kind of up against time here. I usually like to do ag lime earlier in the summer, let it acclimate into the ground for the 3 months before planting season, but just couldn't pull that off this year. So I'm going to go in with pelletized lime. And what you can do with pelletized lime is pelletized you can figure at about 1/10 of what agricultural lime is. So 5,000 pounds, 500 pounds of pelletized lime. And that's what I've done. So I went and actually got 480 pounds of pelletized lime, and I'm going to put that on this plot. That should get my pH close to that 6.5 mark, which is what we're after, because we're not growing clover. If we were growing clover, we would need to add, more like 6,200 pounds of ag lime. So I'm not necessarily making this a clover plot. I may top seed it with some clover just to, so I've got something in the spring popping, but this is not set out for a clover plot. If you're doing a clover plot, you need to try to get that pH to 7. And so that's the difference. Clover's a little more finicky when it comes to that. But also what's cool about these guys is they will show you what your fertilizer numbers are and how fertile your soil is. And something interesting to see, this is a piece of property that has had cows on it for 30 plus years. And, I was just curious to see how fertile the ground is. Well, it's not very fertile at all. Actually, the phosphorus, potassium, calcium are all low. So they also give you recommendations on how much fertilizer to add. So, which is a really cool option also. So it's going to take quite a bit of fertilizer to get this to the optimal level. Obviously it will grow without it having to be at the optimal level, but you want the most bang for your buck, right? You know, there's a big debate on fertilizer, whether you need a ton of it or you don't, yada, yada, yada. The main thing is you want that plot to be as attractive as it can possibly be. So when we get into that part of it in a couple weeks, we'll talk about how much fertilizer we're actually going to put out, you know, to try to offset the cost of the fertilizer versus tonnage per acre. So let's go get that lime put out and get this thing wrapped up. I got it laid out here. Like I said, I got 480 pounds and I went and got the spreader for the tractor. Only problem is missing part of the drive line and I cannot find it. So today's the day. I need to get it done. I don't have another time. Chris's tractor's down, so I can't borrow his setup. So I'm about to do 480 pounds with the Earthway. Not ideal, obviously, but at this point, it's the only option I got. So, gonna get busy and get some lime put out. All right, just FYI, one of these Earthway spreaders will hold 40 pounds. Not that it's gonna be fun putting it out, but it will hold it. Well guys, not sure who won that battle. However, I did get it all out. It is evenly. The one thing about the bag spreader is you can control it. And you can put it exactly where it needs to be. That's the only upside to it, other than I do put my seed out with a bag spreader, but typically not fertilizer. So on to the last step, guys. We're gonna hop on the tractor, get the tiller back on. I think I'm gonna change my shirt and get that thing tilled in, and we'll be ready to go. Dusty out here. Got it all tilled in, guys. Got that lime in there. Hopefully that's going to get my pH to that 6.5 range. Guys, we are here on Chris's place. He got his results back. We're standing in his big food plot.
Big food plot.
So the good news here is what?
No lime.
No lime. His pH here was 6.5, which is fantastic. But
dead on.
4 tons went on this 1 acre food plot, right?
Yeah.
Round about that.
Yeah, we spread a little bit on the smaller ones, but not too much.
So what's the bad news?
Bad news is she's infertile.
She's infertile?
Yeah. 1,000 pounds per acre. What I say, 6, 12, 12.
6, 12, 12.
But I called around today. Nobody has it. Fort Smith can make a 10, 20, 20.
Something close.
Something really, it's a little bit stronger, so I think I'll have to use less. So
right.
I think I'm going to go get a buggy. We talked about getting all of our seed, our pelletized lime for the lower plot, and some of your stuff, and get a buggy with about 1,500 pounds on it.
Yeah, just bite the bullet.
Yeah, yeah. Just make it right so we'll know.
Well, and the thing is, man, how cool was it last year to have the success you had? And me and you just kind of threw out what we could. That gets time. Now,
and think about how unfertile the property was and still had,
see, it's the same at my place.
Decent turnout.
Yeah,
so
same at
now
my place.
We get this thing dialed in.
Yeah.
We may have waist high stuff rolling out here. So
You just have to,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to herd them all to this side.
Yeah. Yeah. It ought to be nice. We're got done plucking the rest of the Brick City block stuff out here. So
Yeah, you got a boulder like this. He's hauling out of here.
yeah, we're getting ready for fertilizer here.
Yep.
Another round of tilling. We got a year place, fertilizer, lime.
Yep.
Another round of tilling, and we'll take the land plan and we'll redo all these plots again. So
Yep. So your low plot.
yeah.
So we did 2 plots. We did this plot.
Yeah.
We did your low plot.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like a kill plot for you.
Yeah, I wanted to do that low one because that's one of my other ones I had a bunch of deer on. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to get that one right too. So
Yeah.
I decided to pull the trigger and get 2 tests on that one.
We hit that with lime last year also,
Yes.
but it still needs some, right?
Yeah. Still need some.
So it was 5.5, I
Yeah.
believe, is what you were down
And
there.
it's a small,
Yeah, it won't take.
probably under a quarter acre.
It won't take but a couple bags.
Yeah,
to
they're
get
gonna
that.
put 2 bags of the pelletized on it.
And then you were actually more fertile down there.
Yeah.
So less fertilizer down there.
Yeah. But we'll yeah, we talked earlier to get all these things dialed in just right, do another soil sample next year.
Yes, follow up. For
And
sure.
follow up and see where we're at for the season to come. Because I mean, that ag line is supposed to last for a while.
3 to 5 years on ag
So we're
lime.
kinda interested to see
I've never really followed up and studied to make sure that
Yeah.
you do get that 3 to 5
now
years.
we can.
Yeah, now we can. We're going to.
Yeah.
So right now, guys, it's a waiting game. We're waiting to see what the weather's going to do. Hopefully, it's going to start cooling down. Hopefully, we're going to get some rain. It's going to be a nice week, but then the following week's going to be warm again. So we'll just have to wait and see. And that's the trick with this fall planting, guys. You want to wait and see. But hey, don't forget this step. Get that pH up there. Get that lime in the soil. Do a soil test if you've never done that. They work great. Hey guys, if you're into food plotting videos, check this one out. If you like last year, you want to see this one actually get done last year, that's this one. As always, guys, I want to thank y'all for watching. As always, God bless.